people don't know who I am. And
Not true.
no, you have no idea who I am. And I say that with love because the reality is I don't know who you are. You and I are meeting for the first time.
Yes.
So
I'm Yetta.
Yetta, I love that.
This isn't exactly what I was expecting when meeting Jeremy Piven. I was thinking he'd be more like this.
I will learn how to stop this phone from overtaking my coming CD! Lloyd!
Hurry!
What?
But as I learned, that's kind of the point with him.
The reality is, if I do my job and I play the character authentically, however they receive it is not my business. And I used to get offended when people thought that I was that character. If I did my job, they will think I'm that character, so I just have to be okay with that.
Jeremy catapulted into stardom during the mid-2000s. His role as Ari Gold on the HBO series Entourage made him a household name. His portrayal of a neurotic agent earned him a Golden Globe and 3 Emmys. To the public, it may have seemed like an overnight success, but in reality, it really took years and a little luck.
If you've done all your homework,
You execute.
then you hope to get lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you've got to work your ass off to get to that moment so that it all looks, the harder you work, the easier it looks.
And you got lucky?
I put myself in a
Did the
position
work.
to get lucky.
Yeah. You
I never had luck before. I never had luck before Entourage. I didn't have a shred of luck, meaning that you had no idea who I was, and I was 40 movies into it. You didn't know my name. I won the Fresh Face of the Year award at 40 years old. There was nothing fresh about my face. The reason I had luck was because Mark Wahlberg got involved, and he's got a horseshoe stuck up his ass.
Oh.
Because Mark is very lucky. He's the luckiest dude on the planet. He and The Rock. The Rock's never taken an acting class. Do I sound bitter? Yes, I am. I'm a stage actor from Chicago who grew up in the work. I never wanted to be famous. I never knew you could be famous.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Chicago is a hard-working town where people have each other's backs. There's a community, and I just kept going and grinding. And the harder you work, the easier it looks. The best way to find out who I am is to see my stand-up.
1,000 years ago, I did a show called Entourage. Hold for applause. I thought it would last longer.
And here we are, and I'm not just saying this. Ask any stand-up in the game, no matter who they are, whether they're playing stadiums or the Rusty Chuckle Bucket in Des Moines, Iowa. They're gonna say stand-up live is one of the best rooms in the country.
Oh.
It's a fact. Everything affects what you do on stage, and yet you can never blame the audience no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's your job to get them. But the reality is this room is so hot that if you don't do well in this room, you should go into roofing. You should retire.
Okay.
You should work on your valet jog and just start giving people something.
Jeremy's latest and what he believes is his most profound work is adequately called The Performance.
We're broke.
Give me a couple ideas that can get us back into the palace.
Harold, let it go.
The film is an adaptation of a 2002 short story following a tap dancer who gets the chance of a lifetime, but not everything is as it seems.
My mother, she handed me a short story out of the New Yorker called The Performance, and she said, "This is a great role for you." And nothing my mom does is frivolous. It means a lot to me, and it is the best role of my life.
His mother, Joyce Piven, founded the Piven Theater Workshop in Chicago alongside Jeremy's dad. She recently passed away, sadly.
And she handed me the short story that I bought the rights to, and I had my sister adapt it and direct it, and now The Performance is out this year, and it's the best work of my life.
Right.
And it's a tribute to her.
Right.
And it's this. Everything I do is a part of my family's legacy.
This movie ended up being a tribute to your mom, and it's not how you started, right?
No, because she gave me the short story, The Performance, 15 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So it took that long to get the movie made, and every year we would try to get the money. It's an indie film. Every year we tried to get the money, and they said no. I just kept tap dancing until the divine timing, and I got good enough to actually pull off the role.
Were you a dancer at all?
No.
So you only learned for this role?
Yeah.
And you're awesome in it, from what I've seen.
Thank you. Yeah, I think and I'm not just saying this. I think if anyone puts their mind to something and stays after it, and does it with consistency, they'll be able to achieve it. But you have to put the work in. It's just not going to get handed to you.
You're seasoned, but you still have that attitude of a very young actor where you feel like you have to keep grinding, even though you've been here for a long time, which is great.
It's either great or tragic. I don't know which. No, seriously, I swear to you. Because I know what you're saying, and I appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, the reality is, I'm not making this up. I was handing out flyers on the street earlier.
Here?
1,000%.
Okay.
I'm 200 years old. I've won 3 straight Emmys, Golden Globes, and I hand out flyers to get people to come to the club.
Wow.
Because that's just a part of my grind. My father, I grew up in the theater. I would see my father on a rotary phone calling people out of the phone book to get them to come in. Do you want to come to my show?
I'd love your show. Is this yours?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You want to take? Can we take a selfie with him?
Oh, you guys know who he is.
I know he's
No, it's.
How do you top the best work of your life? You said this is what this is. So how do you go beyond that?
I absolutely think that it's inevitable that I'll continue to grow, because that's one of the great things about performing. It's like, you look at these athletes, and LeBron is defying all the odds. Tom Brady defied all the odds, but most guys are physically done in the prime of their lives. And the reality is about acting is you get a chance to keep getting better forever.
That's admirable. I mean, I did not expect. No, it's admirable.
Totally tragic.
Everything that I said as Ari Gold, I've said to my mother's face.
Question, did you do acting first and get into comedy, or was it vice versa, or have you been doing both the whole time? Because I never knew you were stand-up.
See, therein lies the problem that I will solve. People come up to me after my stand-up shows and they say, "We didn't know you were this funny," which means the world to me, because this is me. This is me on stage, not a character, and it's the way I see the world. It's an incredibly hard art form, and so their sentiment is, this is just what we need, another actor trying to do stand-up.
Right.
The reality is, I've been on stage since I was 8 years old, and I've been improvising. I started at Second City with Chris Farley in the 90s, and I've been writing on my feet and doing all this stuff, and all roads lead to stand-up. And in life, we're all going to hear people that doubt us.
Of course.
And we're only human, and so we can get in our own way and believe them and become small and give up. And you asked me earlier, what do I say to people? I say, forget about all of that.